ChatGPT is taking the entire world by storm.
Thought is considering investing as much as $10 billion in Chat GPT creator Openai, according to Bloomberg. Our next guest says the tech giant's incorporation of Chat GPT into Bing could be a once-in-a-decade opportunity to upend Google's dominance.
It launched less than 2 months ago, and within the first 5 days of its launch, I know it's going to sound crazy, but they were able to achieve a milestone that took Facebook and Instagram 2 years, and that is 1 million active users.
It took Netflix more than 3 years to reach 1 million users, but it took ChatGPT just 5 days. Techies everywhere short-circuiting with excitement.
So what is ChatGPT, and how can it maybe make us rich right now? Welcome back to the TQM channel, or the Quintessential Millennial, where we talk about all things finance and things related to the millennial generation. If you are new around here, it would mean the world to me if you'd consider smashing the like button down below and subscribing to the channel. So let's go ahead and dive into what is ChatGPT. First and foremost, let's separate it into its two components, basically a chatbot and artificial intelligence. So what is AI, you might ask, or artificial intelligence? It is a simulation of human intelligence processes by machines or computers. So again, think about it kind of like a little or big brain, I should say, that a human possesses. It's able to store memory and regurgitate that information when it's asked to do so. And what is a chatbot, you might ask? Well, have you ever visited any website out there where it has basically at the bottom right-hand side that little chat button? Think about, for example, the first thing that comes to my mind is internet service providers, or ISPs. Every single time I go on there because I'm having some issue with my internet that I couldn't resolve on my own, I go on there to look for technical support. And what pops up? The chat box, and it seems very robotic in their responses, where I say, I'm having trouble with my internet, and they'll respond with something like, oh, how may I assist you? Well, I just said I'm having trouble with my internet. And then they say, okay, have you tried X, A, B, and C? And so on. So again, you get the understanding that that is what we consider a chatbot, and ChatGPT married these two concepts together, chatbot with artificial intelligence, to create what we know as ChatGPT-3. So how are there ways that ChatGPT could make us money or potentially rich right now? Let's consider this. Let's just say you have just graduated from college. You're in the workforce and you're making approximately $5,000 a month. You've been exhausted coming out of work, trying to hang out with friends, still seeing family, but trying to figure out a way to kind of navigate a budget, which you've been just not able to do yet. ChatGPT could do it for you. So literally on there, you can write, ChatGPT, for example, write me a budget with the $5,000 monthly income now. You're gonna see, it types it out for you. Let's take it one step further. Write me a budget with a $5,000 monthly income with $10,000 worth of student loans, and in addition, $2,500 worth of credit card debt. You could take it even a step further and say, well, all the above or the aforementioned, and in addition to that, I want to save $10,000 over the next 3 to 4 years. It will generate an answer. So again, that's some of the most basic ways that you can use ChatGPT to assist you. And trust me, it goes a lot further than you would ever expect it to. So now, that doesn't necessarily tell us how can we get rich or make money off this platform. So some of you are probably getting ready to comment down below and say, I already have a budget, or I don't really see a significance in general for this platform, because I'm trying to figure out a way to find either a side hustle or supplementary income now. So let's talk about some of those. Number one, I think this is probably my favorite, is you can create something like a prompt ebook. You can pick a niche and make prompts for it. For example, prompts to fix different coding problems that are out there, or build codes for functions on websites. You might not have any experience in these things, but ChatGPT is more experienced than I think most of us will ever be, which could be a little scary. You can build meal plans for people with different nutritional goals, different nutritional needs, coming up with gym routines, for example. I think, again, the list goes on and on. One that I even thought about right now as we were sitting here is, what if you created a website that helps people navigate side hustles using Chat GPT? So you can go in there and figure out, let's just say it's drop shipping or it's creating a freelancing type platform. You can go in there and it can literally make prompts and make a full website for you if you wanted it to. It's capable. It's able to write code and do a lot more than I think, again, some of us have the skill set to do it ourselves. I'm gonna show some examples as well for some of the ways you can sell different things on Etsy or Amazon. All different marketplaces that currently have valid prompts for sale for real money that people are buying on a day-to-day. So again, those are just some of the few ways. And one of the things that I kind of wanted to tie it back into is healthcare. So let's just say, and I think again, this is where limitations start and we need to figure out where are the true boundaries for this platform. Because it could be kind of scary. Not kind of, but I should say extremely scary if someone decided to make, let's say, a diagnostic tool online. So we know one of the big things right now, e-health or e-healthcare, people are not wanting to go see their doctor because they're scared or for whatever, so they'd rather look up their symptoms online. So say someone created a website to diagnose certain diseases or certain ailments. So you go in there and talk about, I don't know, my finger hurts, my elbow hurts, and seems like it's arthritis, but I'm just not sure. ChatGPT will give you a response, and it will do so right now, giving you certain recommendations. So say on this website, you pair it with ChatGPT to, again, give people some kind of response. Well, one of the things that it might overlook that a physician wouldn't is allergies or contraindications. Because what if it's unsafe making a recommendation to a patient that otherwise would have sought medical attention from a professional and gotten the true help they needed? So make sure whenever you're looking into these kind of things, artificial intelligence tools, ChatGPT, or anything alike, that you're being extremely cautious and careful, because you don't know if one of the things that you say or recommend, it actually might be quite detrimental. So understand that there are limitations, and even on the platform itself, it's not going to answer every question. Because say you go on there right now and you type, how do I take over the world in the next 10 days without any money? It's going to give you an automated response. And I think that's where artificial intelligence as a whole needs to have some kind of limitation, is that we need some kind of governance protecting people from the potential of harm. Because that's one of the biggest scares, right? How do we move into this new age of artificial intelligence safely? How do we navigate it? Well, there have to be some sort of entities that are overseeing these things. So again, make sure you're one of the first people that understands and comprehends how to utilize these tools. Because if you are able to capitalize on it right now, that is what will make you a winner. Regardless, if you come up with concepts or ideas, just remember, the first to do it, if we look back at the dot-com bubble, early 2000s, late 90s, so many good ideas came out and people just didn't know. The websites that failed is basically it occurred because people really didn't know how to navigate their certain websites or platforms, web hosting or whatever it may be. But remember, you can utilize it and learn as you go. You can even ask ChatGPT, how do I use you as a tool? What are ways to utilize artificial intelligence today? Or you can just continue to do your research, as I always recommend, because again, if you're one of the first to use it, understand it, and implement it in your workplace or your business, I think again, the fruits at the end are going to be special. I appreciate your guys' support as always. Thank you all so much for tuning in. To the 350 of you that have already subscribed, I appreciate each and every one of you. You really do mean a lot to me. And again, I know that this channel is going to only get bigger from here. So thank you all so much for tuning in. And until next time, everybody, take care. Peace.